I'm just doing a short video on Instagram. Very inspired by the webinar last week of the guy who's selling so much through Instagram and got 14,000 followers, so which is fantastic. But one thing to actually explain on here is that it doesn't happen overnight building up an Instagram following. You're going to take 9 months to a year to a solid focus to build up a load of followers on whether it's going to be Instagram, setting up your Facebook VIP group, setting up your YouTube channel, or whichever one you actually focus on growing. Each one of them can actually give you a stream of orders coming in once you've got them built up. But just remember, it doesn't happen in a day or a week. It's going to take you about a year of constantly building that customer base up to get some fantastic orders. I think Clive's Michelle's got about 300 customers. So you don't have to have a lot of customers to actually get a lot of orders, but it's just building up a customer at a time, and that's done by increasing your following. So if anybody's got any tips on how to grow the following, just put that in the comments as well. But basically what I'm going to talk you through what you need in place for it to actually work. Now with Instagram, how they connect with your people to buy things is through your bio. That's what they call what you actually ever put in here. So what I've actually done is put a bit.ly link. If you don't know what that is, it shortens a link, because when you've got your online catalog or your online shop, the code's too long to fit in, so it's got to be shortened down. Another way of doing that would be by a web name like gavinsonlineshop.com. You could put there and web forward, and that's another thing, but you can find a video how to do that from the company you buy the names from. So basically this is what the Instagram will look like, and this is a product that I've actually put in there, which I'm going to show you in a second what to do, because people on Instagram know about this if they want to buy things, and then you can start following the tips on that. So that's the first page. Go to the second page. This is where you edit your profile. So what we're going to do is go to edit profile next on the next picture. So here's what the profile looks like. There's the bit.ly link I've got going to the website, and that's what I've got pointing down to it. I know it looks a little upside down that way, and I've actually got it set up as a business page, which is free to do, and the reason for that is you can get tracking to see how many people's got to do that, and you can also connect it to a Facebook page. Now, I'm not particularly too keen on Facebook pages, because Facebook changed the goalposts a number of years ago on that, and that's why we use groups so much, because we can actually bump the posts in a group to go to the top of the feed. In a Facebook page, you've basically got to pay to get the people who are following you to see the post. But saying that, if you can actually forward it to page for free, why not? So I've got mine linked to my Facebook page, so that's how you actually do that. Categories, I've put it in product and services, and then we'll take you to the next page. So what you should be doing when you promote posting products is pick ones where we've got massive discounts on, and currently this is a one which 55% off in the current catalog. Obviously if you're watching this in the future, it'll not be there. And focusing them on the skincare, because there's going to be a lot of repeat business in there. So what I've also put in there is it's 3P&P on the Nova Age range, and I've spelled that wrong, for the Nova Age range. So spell it right when you actually do it. I've got it right down there anyway. Spelled it right down there. So other things what you've got to do is when you've got to point them in the direction of going to the bio to actually go to your website to actually order the product, and that's the code number they put in. Now people on Instagram know about that. If you tell them to go to the bio, they know that they're going to a website. And also if you've got the code number in there, they're just going to type it in. It takes you directly to the product. Now also very important to get the product seen on Instagram is has hashtags. The more hashtags you have, up to the maximum I think of 25. So I just made some up when I was doing this. Some different Oriflame skincare, look young, great skin, perfect skin, skincare routine, skincare obsessed. And when you start typing in these with the hashtags, it actually tells you how many people have actually sort of looked at that particular term before. So you should be doing that in at least 25 hashtags, move them around a little bit, and that will help you get seen as well when you're posting the different products. Right, to the next page. What this is just at the point where you're going to put in your caption what it is. You can actually tag people you wanted to, but obviously in this you're hitting the sort of general market. If you were tagging people, it might be your customers that you could do that, or private message them. But this is where it gives you the opportunity to actually send it somewhere else. So I've just checked that one to go to Facebook group that I have, Facebook page that I've had for a long time, Twitter, Tumblr. Just connect with everything. If you share it, you never know what happened. I'm always, whatever I share actually goes everywhere. I never ever check Twitter. Never ever. I'm on Twitter. I've got quite a number of followers on Twitter. Just don't get Twitter. So some people say you get it or you don't get it. I don't get it. So get shared on Twitter. But the other day somebody came back and asked to join of a post that I'd referred from something else, from Facebook, I think, that they actually seen it on Twitter. So it's important you get them all connected, and that's basically how to do it. So in a nutshell, that's how Instagram works. Give it time to build up that following. It's a key. The more people you're connected with, the better. So any tips you have on growing that following, just put in the comments below. Make sure your team are watching this. I'll eventually add it to on the second page of the get started videos for the people who want to understand about more about Instagram. Anyway, have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon.